listen up. Y'all, it's the queen of automation, Meghan Donnelly, here to give you inspiration. Founders and business owners gather round. I'ma show you how to build systems that'll astound. Streamline your processes, no need for...
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Queen of Automation podcast. I'm your host, Meghan Donnelly, and in this podcast we talk about all things AI, technology, automation, and how they are only good when they work. And my job is to help you make them work. Today, I am bringing you a really cool mini episode about software and how to buy it. I have an amazing framework that I use all the time, and I'm going to share it with you. And this framework will help you understand if the software is good for you, if you should buy it, and all of the things that you need to know about software and buying new software. So here's the deal. You see an ad for some shiny new software that promises to do everything. It'll manage your inbox, run your calendar, walk your dog, babysit your kids, and somehow fix that repetitive task you hate. You know what I'm talking about, right? And the best part, there's a free trial. Ooh, free trial. You click through, you watch the slick demo video, and for a second you think, maybe this is the tool that will finally solve all my problems. But here's the real question. Do you actually need it? Or are you about to sign up for yet another subscription you forgot to cancel in 6 months? That's what we're breaking down right here today, because software can be sneaky. It looks cheap on the surface. It's only $10 here, maybe $20 there. But the hidden cost is time. Time to set it up, time to learn it, and time to maintain it. If the tool doesn't actually save you more time than it costs, it's not an investment, it's a distraction. So today, I'm going to give you a simple framework. Here's the 3 questions that I ask that will take you less than 5 minutes to answer, and they'll tell you instantly if a tool is worth your money, or if you should skip it and move on with your day. But this is really important. Before we get into the framework, let's talk about why this even matters. Here's the deal. We live in a world where time is money. That's not just a cliche, it's our reality. If you're running a business or building a team, if you're a freelancer and you're juggling multiple clients, every minute counts. But the problem is most of us never actually do the real math when we're buying software. We get so caught up in chasing features instead of outcomes. We think, oh, cool, this dashboard is so neat. Or this looks really cool. Listen to the sound of this integration. I bet it's going to be really neat. Cool doesn't equal useful. The goal of software isn't to collect shiny new features. It's to buy back time, to literally remove work from your plate so you can focus on the stuff that actually moves the needle. So here we go. Here's my framework. It's 3 questions. That's it. Ask these before you buy anything new, and I promise you'll stop wasting money on subscriptions that don't serve you. Question 1. Is this a need or a want? If a piece of software doesn't take work off your plate this week, that's what I said, this week, it's a want, not a need. Let me give you some quick tests. Does this tool eliminate something you're already doing? Not something you might need to do in the future. It has to be something you're actually doing right now. Second test, will you open it daily and will it actually do work for you? Not just sit there collecting dust, but actively save you time every single day. Third test, if you cancel it, does something important in your business break? Like something else? If the answer is no, then you don't need it. Here's an example. A fancy analytics dashboard that takes hours to set up. Guess what that does? It just adds more reports that you have to check. That's a want. It might feel really important at the time, but if it's not actually removing work, what the heck's the point? Now, let's compare that to the invoicing software that automatically chases late payments for you. That's a need because it's specifically removing work from your plate. You're no longer spending your Friday afternoon writing awkward follow-up emails asking clients to pay you. I'll give you a line you can steal right now and repeat it as often as you would like. Cool is not a KPI. Cool is not the metric that matters. The metric that matters is whether the tool removes work from your to-do list. Question 2, does it actually save you time? This is my favorite, and it's huge because a lot of tools promise to save you time, but when you add it all up, they actually create more admin work than they remove. This is where I use what I like to call napkin ROI math. Here's how it works. Start with minutes saved per day, multiply by 22 work days in a month, divide by 60 to get hours per month, then take your hourly rate and multiply by those hours. That's the monthly value of the tool. Now, compare that to the cost. If the value is at least 3 times the cost, woohoo, you have a win. That's a strong buy. If it's about equal, maybe it could be a strong buy. If it's equal, it's really kind of give or take. If it's less, you need to skip it altogether. Let's run this math with real examples. Say you're looking at a scheduler that automatically books meetings, eliminates back and forth emails, saves you 15 minutes a day. Now we do the math. 15 minutes times 22 work days is 330 minutes. That's 5.5 hours a month. If your time is worth $100 an hour, that's a $550 value. The cost, $20, that's a no-brainer. That is worth the money. Now, let's take a look at a social media tool that saves you 5 minutes a day. That's 110 minutes a month. That's less than 2 hours. Call it $180 in value, but the tool costs $79. For me personally, that math isn't so compelling, right? You're almost breaking even, and you're really not getting an exponential return. That's the difference. And that's why you can't just ask, will this save you time? You have to actually run the numbers. Here's the line that hammers it home for me. If it can't give you a daily win in the first week, it's not worth your time. Let's say it again. If it can't give you a daily win in the first week, it's not worth your time. Here's question 3. Is this the best option for me? Because even if you found a tool that's a genuine need and it saves you time, you've got to make sure it's the right one. Here's that process. Always compare at least 3 tools. Look at price, setup time, and time to first win. The last one is super critical. How fast does this tool actually deliver value for you and your business and your team and your life? This is my shortcut. I shortlist 3. I usually trial the one with the easiest UI, user interface, and give it about 48 hours. If I don't see a clear daily win in 48 hours, I move on. Do not get stuck. Don't let yourself get stuck. And let's talk about billing, because this is also huge, right? Annual versus monthly. Everyone's like, oh, annual plans save me money, so I'm just going to go for the annual plan. That's great, except only go for the annual plan if the ROI has already been proven. If you're still testing adoption, you stick with the monthly plan until you're 100% sure. And whatever you do, you set a reminder before renewal. Too many people get so burned on this one because it just automatically renews and they don't even notice it until after, and then they're trying to chase refunds and it's a hot mess. Don't do that. Here's my pro tip that I live by. A tool must save you at least 30 minutes a day or remove one daily task. Otherwise, I don't buy it. It's not worth it for me. I'm going to bring this to life for you with a couple of case studies. So here's the first one. CRM heavy versus CRM light. A lot of people like to go all in on a heavyweight CRM. It's full of features, endless customization. 6 months later, no one is using half the features and the adoption was a nightmare. Then they switch to a lighter CRM that strips away all the complicated bells and whistles, but actually gets the job done. It took less time to set up, faster adoption, more time saved. That's true ROI. Now let's look at AI transcription software, because these are all over the place, right? $15 a month, but it saved over 7 hours of note-taking per week. Do the math. That's more than $700 in value for a $15 spend. That's the kind of investment that literally pays for itself. And now with AI, they're getting bigger, better, faster, stronger, and they're still the same price. Those are no-brainers in my opinion. All right. Last but not least, I want to talk about the traps that people fall into, because this is something I see often and I don't want you to get stuck in one of these 3 traps. Trap number 1, the sunk cost trap. I've already spent 6 hours setting this up, Meghan. I can't quit now. Yes, you can. In fact, you should. 100% quit. Time already is spent is gone. You already spent the time and that's gone. You can never get it back. Don't throw more good time after the bad. Trap number 2, tool sprawl. You've got too many subscriptions and half of them no one even remembers signing up for. The fix? Audit once a quarter and then cancel ruthlessly. Cancel. Trap 3, the learning curve tax. If only one person in your organization or your team is using it, or even knows how to actually use this new tool that you bought, adoption is 0. A tool only matters if everyone on the team can benefit from it. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. And now I'm going to just TLDR. Here's the 3 questions in the framework: need or want, real-time savings, and best option for the price. I promise you, if you use this framework, you'll stop wasting money on shiny objects and you'll start investing in tools that actually buy back your day. I'm going to make this even easier for you. I have put together a 1-page software decision worksheet that you can grab for free. Just download it, keep it on your desktop, on your computer, keep it in a file. I don't care. But the next time you're tempted by a free trial, run it through the worksheet before you hit subscribe. And if this episode helps you, share it with a friend who's drowning in subscriptions, someone that you know needs the help. If you've got 30 seconds, leave a quick review. It helps more builders find this show, and it means I can keep bringing you frameworks just like this. Remember, guys, the goal isn't more tools, the goal is more time. And all of these things, software, systems, automation, tools, processes, they are only good when they work. And now you've got the questions to make sure what's exactly what you're buying. That's it. Remember, the goal isn't more tools. The goal is more time. And all of these things, the systems, the processes, the AI, the software, it's all only good when it works. And now you've got the questions to make sure that's exactly what you are buying. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next week.